You're in HR and your company implements unlimited PTO thinking it eliminates accrued vacation liability. You're not tracking days, there's no bank of hours building up on your books, and your CFO is happy because the balance sheet looks clean. Your HR team believes this means no payout obligation when employees leave. This feels legally solid. Yes and no. And the scariest part is that this depends on your workplace culture and how this actually plays out in your work environment that you probably haven't really given a lot of thought about. So under a lot of state like PTO laws that say that you have to pay out accrued PTO at the end of the employment relationship, there are pretty widely recognized exceptions, caveats that when somebody has an unlimited PTO policy, that means that there was never any PTO that accrued and therefore there's nothing to pay out at the end of the day. And that's still the case in a lot of places. Where the problem happens is that there is increasingly a ton of lawyers out there arguing that your PTO policy is actually kind of fixed and people actually have a certain amount of PTO that they can take depending on your specific workplace circumstances. So maybe you have busy seasons where people can't take PTO during that time, and so functionally that doesn't play into your unlimited PTO policy. Or maybe you've got like a pattern in practice of people only taking up to 4 weeks of PTO, and so that means functionally people have a limit of 4 weeks of PTO, at least how it's actually played out in your job, regardless of what your policy says. And so what these lawyers and what these courts are looking at is they're looking at this workplace and they're saying, okay, yeah, this company has an unlimited PTO policy, but in reality, nobody can take more than 4 weeks of PTO or 5 weeks or 6 weeks or whatever the number is for you, and says, well, in reality, they can't take more than that because of X, Y, and Z reasons, whatever the specific reasons may be in your workplace. Workplace culture expectations, busy seasons, different tough managers, whatever it is. And when you have those types of stringent kind of facts, a court is more willing to say, maybe this actually isn't an unlimited PTO policy after all, and is actually a determinable PTO policy with X number of days. And then for purposes of PTO payout laws in certain states, they're going to be willing to say, well, yeah, you have to pay out those 4 weeks because that's functionally what you offered at your company. Follow for daily employment law updates that protect your HR team from expensive compliance mistakes.